Let me go over to Margaret Engineering College. Wow.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Uh, sir, myself Dilip Saini, HOD CSIT, and here from our side, 23 students are enrolled, but out of 23, 15 are present today due to weather problem. So some of the students want to interact with you.
You are most welcome. Please hand over the mic to any one of them. I am happy to answer their questions.
Good morning, sir. So my name is Saral, and I am a student of third year from CS branch. I would like to ask, like in file handling, we use file pointers. So what is the difference between file pointers and ordinary pointers, and when do we use them?
We have a full week session devoted to file handling. When we reach that session, when we reach that week, most of your questions will be answered. I do not want to discourage you. I am very happy. In fact, you asked this question. There is a significant difference between the normal pointers and file pointers, but I suggest that you wait till the, I think Nagesh, we are going to deal with it in the 6th or 7th week, right? So when we deal with files, please raise your question again and you will find the answers satisfactorily. But may I suggest one thing, Saran, in between? Since you have raised a very nice question, please try to find the answer yourself. I know the answer, I know that this answer will be given during that week, but I would like you to discover this answer yourself and try to send a post in the discussion forum in advance, or in fact, no, don't do that because that will confuse other people. Send a mail to me. You are registered for that course CS 101X, right? So send a mail to me over the next 1 week. Try to discover what is the difference between the ordinary pointer and file pointer. Who knows, your discovered answer might be actually most appropriate answer, and I will be very happy to include it with your name on the course discussion forum itself. So please send me a mail like that. Is that okay, Saran?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Any other question that somebody would have?
Good morning, sir. Myself Sudhir Yadav, third year CS student. So my question is, why do we use dangling pointer, and what is dangling pointer?
I'm very curious to know that why third year students are doing a course which is meant for first year students. Now I understand. I think they are doing this course with the hope that some of the concepts which were not absolutely clear to them when they studied programming can probably become clear through this course. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is perfectly fine. So, although this is not the place, but I am tempted to answer your question. A dangling pointer is a pointer which is not pointing to anything which is useful to me. For example, suppose I had a memory location which I had created by using the concept of new allocation, and I was using that location appropriately. Now later on, that particular location is no more being used for the purpose for which I had created that. I have a pointer to that location. Subsequently, that pointer is stored, by the way, in some memory location in my program. But subsequently, let us say I delete that memory location which was allocated. I deallocate that memory location. Now there is no memory location in which there is anything useful, but I still have that pointer value stored from the previous interaction. Now this pointer is not pointing to anything because the original location to which it was pointing has disappeared, has been deallocated. Such stupid pointers sitting in my memory are called dangling pointers. In fact, an important thing is that whenever I deallocate any memory location, if there are any pointers dealing with those memory locations which I have preserved in my program, I must get rid of them immediately. Otherwise, in my program I may believe that that pointer is pointing to something useful, whereas there is nothing useful there. It's like having a house address. So whenever you construct new houses in the housing colony, you have address number 23, 24, 25, 26. Now later on, house number 22 and 23 are demolished by municipal corporation. So you have this number 22 and 23 with you, but there is no house there. That is the dangling pointer. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you very
you.
much. But I must say that while I am very happy to see senior students, please sit down. You need not stand up. Nobody in IIT Bombay stands up unless you are not visible. You are very short, but you are visible even otherwise. Thank you. I forgot your name. Can you just tell me your name again?
That's Sudhir.
Thank you, sir. So while I am happy that senior students are doing this course, you must appreciate that this course is actually meant for first year students who are just getting introduced to computer programming. So those of you who have doubts like this, I appreciate those doubts, but please wait till the course reaches that particular topic, and during that week do raise these questions. Thank you so much. Let us go over to Trupti Indi. Over to you, Trupti. I can see you.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, please go ahead.
Hello. Yes, sir. Already few of the questions answered in the previous session by you, where to upload the student list and what is the role of mentor during this whole session, computer programming course. In addition to that, I want to know for our students, having the knowledge of code block is a mandatory during this course.
Sorry, I did not hear the question properly. Will you please repeat it slowly?
Okay. During this programming course, having the knowledge of code block is a mandatory for the students who is undergoing through this course.
Yes. Code blocks is a mechanism that we are using for illustrating the execution of the programs. In our own institute, people did not use code blocks traditionally. They use a command line mechanism on Ubuntu system. If students are comfortable doing that, they can do so. However, there are some intrinsic advantages of using a development environment. So this development environment, for example, later on could be used by them to debug their larger programs. It is with this purpose that we have introduced this IDE. If students have difficulty in using the code blocks IDE, besides the simple CPP package will not work standalone in a command line interface as it is put up on the site. So people will be required to use that. As I mentioned, I will be creating some small videos of example programs of how they are run on code blocks. So that should be able to illustrate to people how to use code blocks. I would suggest that there is nothing mandatory about code blocks, but it will be very desirable and highly useful. So please help your students to actually download and install code blocks and start using it. That will be useful.
So the reason behind this I asked because it means containing the questions which is based on the code block. That means which is launched in the students login. It is consisting of questions which can be answered by using the simple CPP, that is the turtle concept, which students are not familiar actually.
Oh, I see.
So that's why I asked this question that it is
The point noted that there is a question on simple CPP which cannot be answered unless people are familiar with code blocks. I appreciate that point. In fact, we will include some simple CPP illustration also in our video clips that we will add now over the next 2 or 3 days.
Yes, that will really helpful for the students, sir. And one more question, sir. Students came to ask that sometimes they will not be online directly to see those video lectures. So they are requesting to download those lectures and make it available for them so they can even go through those videos when they are offline.
At this stage we would not like to do that, because please understand that we are also very much interested in finding out the sequence in which students access the course material. When they see the material online, their activities are logged and we are able to find out at what time and before doing what students do what. Besides, all the videos actually are on YouTube. So, if they want to download a video lecture, they will have to actually download it using a downloader for the YouTube. When they look at the video link will be visible to them. But this is not something which we are suggesting, or we are saying that this is what they should do. If people have serious problems on the bandwidth, they may consider doing that. But it is best if the workshop, if the course is attended online. Please note that currently these are video clips which are sort of continuous clips. Very soon we will be introducing video clips which will have a quiz inbuilt between the video itself. So, somewhere after few seconds you have to stop and you will suddenly be required to answer an online quiz or be given an example. Such a thing will not be easily possible if you use the downloaded version, where you will see only the video clip. So, the best bet is ask the students to find a resource with better bandwidth for the time being, and of course you can tell them that they are free to use a downloader from YouTube, connect it up with the when they are using the workshop the course content on IIT Bombay X, and if they wish they can download, but advise them to avoid doing that as much as is possible. Thank you. Let us go over to Shubha Rao. Oh, Shubha Rao VV has still a UCAM 4. Shubha Rao VV, I cannot see you, but I can only see a static from your video camera. Please check your video camera connection. Let me go over to Vikas Srivastav.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Vikas. Over to you.
So, I would like to know basically what happening is that we are having a operating system of Windows 7, and we do have to install some DOSBox for C programming. And in this case, DOSBox is not supporting the computer graphics questions. So, how to make it overcome such kind of issues?
No, it is not necessary to install a DOSBox at all. In fact, if you take the CodeBlocks package which has been given, a link has been given, the CodeBlock package along with Simple CPP, it installs directly on Windows 7 without any problems. You don't need any DOSBox or anything like that. If you have a query, please raise it in the Moodle after trying to install CodeBlocks exactly as is on Windows 7. We have very many Windows 7 machines, including my own machine, on which CodeBlocks will work properly. So, do not install it through a DOSBox. Just download it onto Windows 7 machine and just follow the installation procedure for CodeBlocks and Simple CPP. It will install directly. If you have any problem, you can raise it in the either in the forum of WCS 101.1x on IIT Bombay X or on the Moodle, in either case.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much. There is a last query from Hanumanta Rao. Yes, I can see you. Over to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, my question is, we in our college, there are somewhere around 200 students have enrolled. Then how can I get the progress report statistics of those students?
Very good question. So it's a chicken and egg. You see, unless I know who are the 200 students, I will not be able to send you the progress statistics. Now, how will I know the 200 students? You will have to compile and list and give it to me. However, if you just give me a list of their names, I will not be able to identify them, because on IIT Bombay X, every student is identified by a unique email ID which the student has given while enrolling, and a username which the student has given. The username may not be same as the student's name itself, it may be completely different thing. On Monday, I will be setting up a particular format, and I will request you to notify all the students who are enrolled from your college to supply the information in that format. When you upload that information in the Moodle, we will do some data management here, and we will be able to extract the performance of those students, and we will be able to give you that performance, although there may be slight delay of a few days in discovering that performance. But we will be able to keep you up to date on their performance. You will have to give us about a week or so. Any other query?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
I am just curious about one thing. You have a very large number of students who are enrolled. Normally, first of all, which college is this? I would like to know. And secondly, how many faculty members?
Sir, this is JSS Academy of Technical Education, Noida.
Oh, Noida.
And
Okay.
we have 10 to 12 faculty members.
Oh, I see. I see.
10 to 12 faculty members.
I see. So, very large number of faculty members and a very large number of students. What is the initial feedback? Are the students enjoying this course?
Yes, sir, they are very much interested and they are eager to do this.
You have to tell this
And we
to your
have spoken to every student.
Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
We have made a particular open session for all the students, and then we spoke to them the importance of this particular online course and how to do it. We have specified the steps, and they are doing it, and they are well okay with this particular course.
Well, I am very happy to hear this. As I mentioned, I will supply the format appropriately on Monday, and you can tell the students to fill up that information. You are aware that we have extended the date because there were several other students who wanted to enroll. So what it means is that we might have a slight smaller portion for the week after, treating that as more like a revision week. Do you have any problem your students are facing with the code blocks, or are they able to download and install and use it?
Sir, they are able to clearly download and they are installed, and they have already posted some answers for the quizzes also.
Oh, very good, very good. I am very happy. Where are you located in Noida? I must visit your college once.
Sir, this is Sector 62.
Okay. Next time when I come, I will try to visit your place. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Come.
Right.
You-
Let's go to Shobha Ji now. Yes. Over to
Hello,
you,
good
Shobha.
morning, sir. This is Rashmi Shobha. Sir, my question is, if somebody is having class or interaction, what is the solution for that?
Will you please repeat your question, because your voice was breaking? Please repeat the question again.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Hello? Hello? Hello, sir. If somebody is having class or some other work during that interaction, so what is the solution for that?
I had mentioned that solution in response to the similar question earlier. I will repeat it here. It is entirely possible that some faculty members or even students enrolled from your college are not free on Saturday morning. In such case, I suggested that we will be recording the entire interactive session, including all questions, answers given, and creating a 2-hour video of that interaction. We will be storing this video by giving a link on both Moodle and on the workshop course. Now, such teachers who are unable to participate on the Saturday morning because of their other involvement should actually see this video at their own time and pace and report that they have seen this video on such and such date, such and such time. The idea is to ensure that, because when I participate in a video interaction, I get to know not only the question that you ask me, but all 250 participants also know the question that is being asked and the answer being given. So, the advantage is not merely personal gain of knowledge, but a combined gain of information for all participants. So, it is possible that some people may not be able to attend, although I would strongly suggest that Saturday morning has been decided to keep in mind the convenience of majority of people. But if anybody has any other thing, it should be mentioned. I will fix a format in which you will have to report that you were not able to attend this video interaction. However, you have seen the subsequent video later during the week sometime. So, that is good enough. All right.
Hello.
Yeah. Another question, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. Now, there are no hand raised here, and we still have about half an hour. Instead of concluding the session, if there are any questions, can we see the questions in the chat session? Yes, I am just reading out. Let me just. How do I go to the users, and I can stop interaction here? Yeah. Okay. So I am now going over to the chat session. Is there a live chat session which was on this? Okay. Okay. So I am going through the chat session, which is coming from the live streaming. There are several people who are putting up on the who are watching the live stream. Incidentally, I can count only a few of them. If there are other teachers who are not directly connected but are viewing the live streaming, then I request them to at least register their presence by sending a small chat message with their name alone. That will tell us that they are actually watching the video interaction. Now, let me go through one or two questions that have been raised on this chat session first. Mr. Golap is asking whether it is compulsory to solve practice quiz for teachers. There is absolutely nothing compulsory for teachers in so far as these quizzes are concerned. In fact, what we have done is we have taken the graded quiz which is given to the students and simply called it a practice quiz. The idea is to inform all the teachers who are probably mentoring the students, online students, as about what the students are doing. Of course, if some teacher wishes to go ahead and solve these quizzes for one's own benefit, you are most welcome. But the quizzes are primarily for students. They are included in the workshop course so that teachers are aware of what kind of questions are being asked to the students. Golap is asking another interesting question later. We have Moodle in our college, so if we conduct tests for students through Moodle, is it okay? Perfectly fine. In fact, we use Moodle in IIT Bombay as well. Golap, can you please send me a chat message saying which college you are from? Okay, we will wait for Uh, yeah, all right. So let me go back to AView now, and let me go back to the chat session here. So let me go through the questions that have been raised in the Rahul Desai, Army Institute of Technology. I can see one. There are lots of hellos here on the chat session, but I cannot discern any question. I have a chat which says there is some issue with my mic. I am unable to see live streaming. Deepak Bhosle is unable to see live streaming. Sajjan, the live streaming is working here, right? Okay. By the way, for the benefit of all participants, I would like to very quickly request my recording colleagues to use the PTZ camera to move around to show them all of us who are sitting here. Is there a remote or something which is available? So you can see this is the editing team. The person that you see prominently here is Mr. Sajjan Dikshit, head of my video team. And can you see Nagesh also? Yeah, this is Nagesh Karmali, one of the quartet which is delivering this course. The second person is Firuza, who is watching it from outside. And of course, Professor Supratik Chakravarti is not here, but you would have seen him in a variety of what you call video clips anyway. So I am not able to find any specific question here. Let me go to users and see if there are any other hands raised. No. There are a large number of people who are registered, but there is no hand which is raised. Let me go over to somebody. What does this 0, 1, 2 mean?
0 means we are not infected with them.
I see. Okay.
2 means we infected twice.
So let me try and go over to Rajesh Kumar Saluja. Yes. I hope, Mr. Saluja, you are able to see me. Over to you. If you have any observation to make, please offer your comment. They probably have a bandwidth problem, is it? I seem to have a bandwidth problem. That is okay. Yes. I cannot hear your voice. I can see you very clearly. Will you please check your mic and speak again, please? How do I find this person? I have lost him.
So when you select, it will go top.
Oh, I see. Okay, we seem to have some problem in that interaction. Doesn't matter. Let me go over to another person. There is Sinhagad. There are two hand raised here. One is Manoj Kumar Parmar, and Shubha Rao wishes to talk again. But let me go over to Manoj Kumar Parmar first. You are not publishing video, so you have to press the start button on your video, Manoj Kumar. Otherwise, I cannot see you. Let me go over to Sinhagad College of Engineering.
User has been not selected.
Sorry.
You have to select user again. That was not selected. Press OK now. Here. Yeah. Select that center again.
Where is that gone? Okay, I'll go over to Vinita Khemchandani. Yes, Vinita, over to you.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Go ahead. I
Morning,
can
sir.
hear you well.
Actually, my question is we are keeping a mentoring session weekly for our students. So, what kind of document is required to maintain and communicate it to you regarding the mentoring session?
I just explained quite elaborately. What I want is that at the end of every mentoring session, somebody should record the discussion proceedings that happened. For example, what were the queries raised by the students and what were the answers. And I would not like the answers to be answers which are just given by the mentoring teachers. One of the aspects of mentoring is to let the students discover the answers themselves. So, I would suggest that you run the mentoring sessions more as discussion session. When a problem is raised, ask the students themselves to find out what is the solution. Of course, help them, and when they have difficulty, you can give them hints. But the recording I want is any particular problem that is discussed during a mentoring session and its solution that the students and the teachers together have found out. You can ask either one of the students to record this, or one of the teachers can record it on behalf of all present, and this should be then uploaded onto the Moodle as the recording of that session from that teacher for that week. It could be a small problem, it could be just a 1 page or 1.5 page description or even half a page description. If a particular problem and its solution is not discussed, you can just write a paragraph saying so many students were present and these were the topics that were discussed that time. There is no hard and fast sacrosanct rule about that documentation. We are also discovering what will be useful. So, please play it by the ear, and you are free to choose any format in order to report this. However, I would definitely like a short report for every interaction that you do every week, so that it remains on record that you have interacted with the students. Let us go over to Manoj Kumar Parmar. Yes, I can see you. Over to you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you and I can see you.
Good
Please
morning,
don't
sir.
stop. Please keep speaking.
Good morning, sir. Sir, it may be a bandwidth problem. It may be a bandwidth problem. Yes, I can hear you, sir. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead and ask any question or make any comment
Hello.
that you wish to make.
Sir, my question is, we have not enrolled any student from our institute, but outer students are enrolled in the workshop. Is it sufficient?
As I think I have already answered this question, it is not necessary that students from your college must be enrolled, because that is not in either your hand or my hand. It is students' choice. When you are saying that students from other colleges have enrolled, if you have time and if you have the facility, you are most welcome to mentor them, because every student anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country requiring mentoring, it is our job as teachers to offer help. Please note that mentoring students is not a mandatory activity of physical or personal mentoring. What is mandatory is you should be able to mentor in more ways than one. So, if you have no students registered from your college, you will intimate to me in the format in which I will be asking a question on Monday, that for example, there will be no list of students from your college. For all such teacher participants, I will allocate a different equivalent work. So, please do not worry if there are no students from your college. As regards students from other colleges who are registered for the course and who seek your mentoring, it is your choice and it is your availability. If you are available and if you choose to, you are most welcome to mentor them. In that case, you can send us the list of such students who are not belonging to your college, but they are somewhere else.
One more question, sir.
Yes.
We are not having any graded key as a faculty. So at the end of
We are not having any. Greater faculty come. I am sorry, I just lost touch with let me go over to Annamacharya Institute of Technology, 1341. Yes, over to you. I think it's a remote center 1341. I can see colleague teachers there. Yeah, over to you.
Hello, sir. Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yeah, go ahead. I can see you.
Sir, it is necessary to attend students, sir, for this Saturday session, sir?
No, it is not necessary, but if the students are free and if you have the facility, they are most welcome to join. You would have seen that in some colleges or some centers, some places where the teachers were able to get a classroom or a seminar room like yours, they had even called the students to participate. It is up to you and up to the students. While this is a face-to-face interaction primarily meant for teachers who are participating in the workshop, it is an open house, and if the students are present to see the interaction that we have and to benefit from the discussion, they are most welcome. It is up to them and you. It is neither compulsory nor prohibited. So, you can take a decision either way. Right. Yeah, any other question? All right. We will go over to Mintu Philip. Over to you, I can see you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Sir, I have a question. Is usage of simple code blocks a good practice for introductory programming course for the students?
Yes, the simple code blocks we decided to use as an interactive development environment which is very simplistic, because we found that different colleges and different institutes had a different environment, mostly command line environment. To introduce a uniform environment for all students, we have done that. I hope students do not have any difficulty. As I mentioned some time ago, over the next 2-3 days, we will be preparing small video clips illustrating use of code blocks for solving different problems. So, if the students have any difficulty, that should solve it. However, if there are students from your college who are facing some difficulty, I would suggest that in one of the mentoring sessions, you can develop a collaborative group where some students who have solved the problem will help the other students, so that everybody is on board. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. Thank
Right.
you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I have Tara Rawat raising her hand. Let me go to Tara Rawat.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please go ahead with your questions.
Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. My name is Eva Khanam. Again, I'm from JSS Academy of Technical Education, Noida. A lot of teachers have already interacted with you. So I have quite a few questions to ask you. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are
Can you hear
audible.
me,
Please
sir?
continue.
Yeah. Sir, one of my concerns is that can the students still enroll for this course, or the deadline is over?
I had notified this, I think, to all participant teachers that we are extending the deadline. What is the deadline, Nagesh, now? 25th February is the deadline for people to register. This has been notified already on the website of IIT Bombay X. We have extended the date to 25th. If there are students, however, they are warned that they would have missed the first quiz, and they will probably miss the second quiz also, which will be released on this Sunday. But it is okay, because we are going to consider so many best quizzes out of the total so many that will be conducted. So they can continue to give the quizzes for the subsequent weeks. In short, the registration is open and the students are permitted to register, but they will have to join in the course at this stage, and they will have to cover up the material that has already been discussed on their own, perhaps at a slightly faster pace. For that reason, we will be probably taking a slow pace 4th week and will not introduce too many new concepts in the 4th week, delaying if necessary the entire course completion by a week or so that we can accommodate large number of students who are registering late. I hope this answers your question.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have one more question.
Yeah, please.
There are, sir. Actually, sir, there are certain faculty members who are not aware with the C programming C++ platform. Is it important or mandatory for them to mentor as well? I mean, those teachers who are taking this course right for the very first time, you can say. So, is it mandatory for them also to mentor the students, or would it be fine that they just take the course?
I do not understand. They are taking the course or they are participating in the teachers training workshop?
Sorry, sir?
Are these teachers that you mentioned?
Sir, like those who are new to... No, sir, they are into this course of online mentoring only, but then they are also following it up. Like, they are not very good programmers. There are certain faculties who are not from this particular area.
Such teachers are not permitted to participate in this workshop. This workshop is meant only for those teachers who have been teaching computer programming. This workshop is not meant for teachers to learn computer programming.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
And
so, while I appreciate their enthusiasm, please tell them to deregister immediately by sending a suitable mail. This workshop is meant, obviously I can do effective mentoring only if I am already familiar with that subject and I am teaching that subject. So, please note that in the original announcement itself, it was very clearly mentioned that you are eligible to attend only if you are teaching this course. If you have never taught this course, then you are not eligible to register as a participant for the IST workshop. If they wish to learn C programming, they can enroll as a student in the regular IIT Bombay X course. They are most welcome to do that. So please tell them to deregister. This mentoring business is meant for people like us who have been teaching this course and who now wish to extend our availability. Right. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So the students here are actually using the Turbo C platform. The students here are using the Turbo C platform. Will it be fine for them to continue with that, or should we make them practice on the code block?
It is perfectly fine. They can use any environment which they wish to, but as somebody pointed out, if they want to be able to answer questions on simple CPP does not run in the Turbo environment. Besides, it will be useful for them to understand and appreciate the use of an interactive development environment. CodeBlocks is a very simple interactive development environment. So while they may continue to use Turbo because that is also a very simple environment, it is advisable that they also download CodeBlocks and get used to the CodeBlocks, because CodeBlocks subsequently will be introducing the notion of debugging, the notion of stepping through the program execution and so on, which will not be so easily possible in other environments. So advise them that we have no problems whatever environment they wish to use. CodeBlocks is an environment that we will be able to support and we will be able to provide answers to any questions that they raise. To that extent, it is advisable that they should use CodeBlocks. Besides the simple CPP package, we have not integrated it with Turbo or any other environment. It works either as a standalone package on Ubuntu or it has been integrated with the CodeBlocks ID. So I hope this answers your question.
Okay.
Right. We have only 5 minutes and I can see at least 3 new participants who have raised their hand. Puneet Patel, Harsh Chauhan and Vishal Yadav. I will take these in this order and then we will close the session very quickly. Puneet Patel. Puneet Patel has selected only the audio mode. Would you like to raise a question, Puneet?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead and ask.
Hello.
You have a bandwidth problem. Please speak your entire question without saying hello.
Hello.
Okay. There is a bandwidth problem. Okay, please post your question on the chat. After this interaction session is over, we will go through all the chat questions and we will be able to respond it on the workshop Moodle later. Thank you so much. Let me go over to Harsha Chauhan. Yes, Harsha, I can see you. Over to you. The delay is significant.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, good morning. Please do not wait. Whenever I go over to you, I can see you very clearly. Please go ahead and ask the question. Don't stop.
Hello. Hello. Sir, I can't hear your voice.
Hello.
Please go ahead and speak. I can hear you.
Hello.
I think there is a delay which people are not accustomed to. When I say go over, if I have a problem in seeing you or listening to you, I will point it out. Otherwise, assume that I can see you, assume that I can listen to you, and please start speaking. Do not wait for response because there is a multi-second delay in this interaction. Please post your question now on a chat and I will answer that question later independently. Let me go over to the last interaction for the day. Vishal Jadhav. Oh, Vishal Jadhav is not publishing video, so I will have to stop here. Let me see if in the chat session there is something important and relevant that has come out now. Sarvanan Selvam has said, dear sir, already in our institute students are doing this course along with computer programming subject. There are also studying other subjects. This is not a question. Mayuri Kulkarni wants to ask, oh, she would like to thank IITB for conducting this nice course. Thank you so much. The query is how to keep track of students' assignments. Okay, that's a very good question. The students' assignment will have to be tracked locally. I can now see that which is this person? This is the person? Okay. No, Harsha Chauhan is now visible. No. All right. We will stop this session because it is 10:55. We need to permit people to swap themselves with the colleagues who are doing the thermodynamics course. My colleague Professor Gaitonde is waiting for that. I can appreciate that not everybody could raise a question. In future, we will follow the procedure where we would request all participating teachers to send their questions upfront ahead of time so that we can very quickly go over to them for them to be physically seen by everybody else, but we will not waste any time. We should be able to answer the questions immediately. Thank you so much. I request you to look at a mail that you will receive on Monday morning and please keep track of the workshop course Moodle as also the workshop course on the IIT Bombay X. I would suggest that at least once in a day you should log in onto both of these environments to find out if there is any new notification. Thank you so much. Over and out.